Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani palette. I recently used this Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani palette. That's why it looks messy. Beautiful, beautiful neutral palette. Jeffree Star Blue Blood. Love the packaging on Jeffree Star's palettes. You just can't beat them. And the pigmentation of each product that he has is just unbeatable. The Jeffree Star Bloodlust, I think. The Star Wars Mandalorian. Love this one. It's got Baby Yoda on it. Okay, who doesn't love Baby Yoda? ColourPop Fine Feathered. Now that Baby Yoda one was also by ColourPop. We got the ColourPop Big Poppy. The Star Wars Mandalorian by ColourPop. This one is just an old palette that my aunt gave me around 20 years ago. Here's what it's called. Sarah St. James Country Colors. It has barely been used to be as old as it is. Okay, the last few ColourPops here. This is the, what is this? The Cabana Club. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Look at these beautiful colors. And the Lush Life. Love the packaging on this one. And the last ColourPop palette that I have is this Powerpuff Girls. I have always called them the Powder Puff Girls, and I don't know why. This is the Huda Mint, the Pastels Mint palette. This is the only one out of the ones that I used to have that I kept. This one is a little newer to me. This is the Wet n Wild 123 Sesame Street palette. Then I got the ABH Norvina, and this one is the Volume 1, the Volume 4. I got this palette. It is by Morphe Aveni Greg. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. This was my very first Morphe purchase, and Jeffree Star. Well, this is the only thing I've ever purchased Jeffree Star because I can't afford to buy his other products, even though I really would want them. But this was my very first Morphe purchase, and I absolutely love this palette. It is beautiful. The last palette here is this 35S Sweet Oasis by Morphe. Stunning. Love these turquoise shades. Okay, moving over here, I do have two palettes by Jeffree Star. I got this gorgeous, gorgeous girl, the Orgy palette. Again, by my really good friend, Courtney Jeanette. Thank you so much, girl. I get so much use out of these Jeffree Star palettes. And then one of the first Jeffree Star palettes that she ever gave me was the Alien palette. And look at this. I love this palette. Oh my god, it makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. Love, love, love this palette. Love them all. Okay, so I want to show you the Urban Decay palettes that I have. I have this Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette. This is a stunning palette. The Tried and True Naked 3. This has to be my favorite out of the OG palettes. I did hit pan on this one, and then I repanned it to make it not look like I hit pan. But yeah, I did hit pan on this one a long time ago. This is a very, very good cool tone neutral palette. Next is the OG of the OGs. So I will always keep this palette. This is the OG Naked. This is the original formula. This thing is older than Sam Hill's, but it is still very beautiful, and I do use it from time to time. I know that I shouldn't, but I do, because I don't care to use expired makeup when it comes to powders on myself. Now here is the reloaded version. They wanted this one to replace this one, which The OG here, you cannot get any more. They discontinued it. They wanted this one, the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded, to replace the OG. Though the Reloaded is extremely beautiful and nice, it just does not compare to this. As you can tell, the colors, some of the colors are similar, but some, like this one, what's it called? Retro. Retro is not even in here. This one don't even have a gunmetal or creep. It doesn't have any of these shades. I mean, you just can't compare the two. But they're two, these two are good on their own. Let's go in with my Too Faced palettes. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. I wanted to keep this one and not declutter this one because this right here is predominantly all shimmers, with the exception of these 4 mattes here that you can make a beautiful neutral look. You have all the shimmers that you need in order for this to make you a complete look. One of my most used Too Faced palette is this one, the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons. I absolutely love this color right here. It is called Cotton Candy. As you can tell, it is the only shade in this palette that I have hit pan on. This palette, I get so excited and it brings a big old smile to my face every time I look at it. My husband waited up in a virtual line, which is online, for over 24 hours to get me this very, very hyped up palette. They said, oh my god, this is going to be the only time you can get it. It's going to be sold out and they're not going to bring it back. You guys know the deal with this Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. That was not the case. They had plenty in stock and it never went out of stock, basically. But this palette does bring a big smile to my face. I have used this shade right here quite a bit. This is a stunning palette. Again, it's got more neutrals and warm shades in it. I only have 2 palettes left from Too Faced in my collection. This one is a newer one to me. Well, both of these last 2 are newer to me. This is the Too Faced Better Than Chocolate palette. This one, I think, is the one that was most recently released. It was released at the end of last year, I do believe. I'm not quite sure on the release date, but I would like to get more uses out of this. This is more deeper colors, so I would like to get more uses out of this, but to me, this is more for nighttime, like if you're going out at night. Last but certainly not least, I got the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette, Second Slice. Pumpkin Spice Second Slice palette. This is their revamped packaging. I think they was going to go for more of a cardboard. I don't know if that took off or not. This is the newer palette that just came out last fall. I do have every single palette, fall palette from Too Faced, but I'm actually selling all of them but this one on my Poshmark. So I do have this little 9V Vintage Rose Morphe palette. This is a recent in my collection. I've used it quite a bit. Another little palette here that I got with my fetch points is the Daydream Ulta Beauty palette. I got these 2 eyeshadow palettes here by Novo. I got this off of Temu. We've got the Creamy Milk Chocolate, Charming Big Eyes, and we got the Cookie Cream Charming Big Eye. I have used these. They are really, really nice formula. They are very, very buildable. They're not very pigmented right off the bat, but you can easily build these little things up. My last 3 eyeshadow palettes here are by LA Colors. Let's move that up. I've got the Rose, the LA Color Rose. Look how beautiful this is. Got this from the Family Dollar, I believe, or the Dollar General. I did do a haul on this, so it's somewhere on my channel, my recent video. Anyway, $3.25 for these 2 bigger palettes, and they pack pigment and they're so beautiful and easy to blend. So this is the Rose one, and this one is the nude. Oops. This one is the nude one. I have gotten more use out of this one just because I go out more during the day, so yeah, but I do like both of them. They're really, really nice. Both $3.25. This is the LA Colors Almost Nude. I did get this from the Dollar Tree. Can you believe that, you guys? The Dollar Tree for $1.25, and this is hands down my favorite drugstore eyeshadow palette. I wear this several times a week. I love this palette. It's just beautiful. Pigmented, gorgeous, just all the above. Love this little palette. If you see it, get it. It is in Almost Nude. Okay, you guys, that has been my eyeshadow palette collection. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Bye-bye!